Hi everyone, it's Monday. Welcome to my page. I'm your Seint 3D makeup artist, and by artist, that's just what they call us. Am I a professional makeup artist? No. Do I love makeup? Yes. Is Seint the best makeup I've ever used? 100% yes. This gave me my love of makeup back. It makes me feel pretty. What makes you feel pretty? Is it makeup? Is it a new dress? It's always makeup. And it's funny because if I don't have makeup on, sometimes they'll be like, are you feeling okay? So not that I look bad without makeup, because here you go. This is me. But it just gives me that extra oomph that I need in my day. And Seint has fit the bill. I had stopped wearing makeup because of the chalkiness, the way that you looked after an hour or two of wearing a liquid or a powder. And then COVID hit, and guess what? COVID was bare everything. I live in the woods, and it was funny because I hardly got dressed. It's like I went outside and gardened in my nightie, and I didn't care. So there you go. Then now we're back to a normal schedule, and we're meeting people, and we're out to lunch and dinner, and I just like the way it makes me look. It's me. It's not a mask. It's me, but just a little bit better. I appreciate all of you being here with me today on this Monday. So let's get started. Seint is a cream makeup. That's what makes it special to start with. And it uses 3 shades to create 1 layer of makeup. It's very cloudy here. I apologize if the screen freezes. It'll be right back because it's very cloudy. I have satellite internet because I do live in the woods. And yeah, we're having like a yuck weather pattern come through. Anyway, Seint uses 3 shades to create 1 layer of makeup. It's a contour shade and 2 highlight shades. Now, these 3 shades, 2 of these do not look like, one of these things isn't like the other. Well, this is kind of like 2 of these things isn't like the other and doesn't belong. It does. You need a color match to get these 3 because these 3 working together are going to make up your foundation. You're not going to put any of these all over your face. So hang with me and let me show you, because application is key. I'm going to start, and since it's cream, I like to use my finger. You can use a brush. That's totally okay. But I'm going to grab some contour, and I'm just going to put it, I'm going to move this brush so it doesn't roll out of my lap again. I'm just going to put this contour shade up around on my forehead. I have a high forehead. Thank you, Daddy. Yes, I have a high forehead. This is going to create a shadow that's not going to make it as noticeable and is going to really help frame my face. The next thing I'm going to do is take this same contour and I'm going to feel for the roundness of that cheekbone. Notice how I'm not down here where I have a natural shadow due to I lost an incredible amount of weight and I now have lost volume in my face. It creates a shadow. I don't want it down here because when you look down here, you see all of the wrinkles and marionette lines. I want you to look at my eyes, and I want your eye to go up when you look at me. So we're going to feel for that cheekbone. It's round. I'm going to start right about the corner of the eye and go straight up towards the top part of my ear. There we go. That's where your cheek contour should go. Now we're going to come over here if you have mature skin. Placement is different if you don't have mature skin. I'm 60 or will be 68 in a week and a half. So if you're in your 60s, this is probably the way that you're going to want to place it. If you're not, then it totally will work on you, and it'll probably look better on you than it does on us, but it is going to be a little bit different of placement. Now we're going to start at the corner of the eye and go straight up towards the ear. Again, this is contour. What we're doing is we're defining the face and we're creating shadows. Now I'm going to come down here to where I have that little jowl. And we're just going to go right on top of it and up towards the ear. Again, where this little fatty part is, where the jowl is, and go right up. Now, see how that gives me more of a straighter profile. You don't notice that little piece of jowl hanging. Now, I have these 2 divots because of the jowl. So I'm going to start right here at one divot and connect it under my neck. Notice I'm coming down a little bit further than I normally would. Do you see the shadow that created? That's going to help camouflage this turkey neck that I really don't want everyone to see. It is what it is. Age and weight loss will do that. So now we're going to just put our pinky, put some contour on our pinky, rub our pinkies together. My nose is wider than I like it to be, so we're going to contour this bad girl. Now, you start right at the top of your nose, and you stay in the natural shadow. I have my fingers, my little pinkies touching, and you just come straight down. That's the easiest way I have found to do it. It's easy, it works, and it's going to elongate the nose, and it's also going to make it thinner. It's not going to appear as wide as it actually is. Now, contour can also be used as eyeshadow on your eyebrows to line your lips. This one palette will do your entire face. There's a lot of bang here for the buck. Now, we're finished with our contour. We're going to move to our brightening highlight. Brightening highlight. What we're going to do, since we created shadows, is we're going to brighten or make a focal point of the center of our face. Now, I go right between the eyebrows, then right down the center of the nose. Now, look at the nose since I contoured it. Much narrower appearance. There you go. Again, appearance, because when I take this off, yeah, it's going to gain weight again. Now, we're going to come right here on the Cupid's bow and to the center of the chin. Now, we've gotten this part of the center of the face brightened, and that's going to be our focal points. Now we're going to come to the eyes. Play up your eyes, ladies, with your mature skin. Always play up your eyes. So we're going to brighten the outer corner. And again, we're not using much product, especially around these eyes. Do you have crepe skin under your eyes? I do. Nothing is pretty about having makeup all caked up in there. Well, this is cream, so it's not going to cake, but we're not going to use much either, so it's just going to give us a smoother appearance, but it's not going to settle into these fine lines and wrinkles. So we're going to come and do the inner corner, and just a little bit. Now, if you have these marionette lines are just folds. That's all they are. They create their own shadow. Where we created shadow with our contour, with our brightening shade, we can take those away. So you just want to dab it right in the crease of these marionette lines. And look, they're less noticeable already. And that's what we're looking for. Again, this is going to be you, but just a little bit better because you're using 3 shades and you're strategically placing it. Now, this is the main highlight, main shade. This is your filler shade. You're going to put this where you don't have any other makeup. Normally, we would have started with this with other makeups. We would have started with one color and then came back and layered. We're going to do one layer. That's it. Now, we're just going to come. I don't have any makeup in my bearded area. So again, I'm just tapping my finger and just placing it. Now, I like to put my main shade in the corners of my nose because as you can see, I do have rosacea. It's not flaring up, but I'm always red right here. So I'm going to just put some main shade right there, our main highlight. And then we're going to come up here and go right in between where that brightener is and where the contour is. So now can you see the 3 shades? We have a contour shade, a main shade, and then we have our brightening shade. Placement is done. Your foundation is on. You don't need anything else. Now in this little starter palette, you get a 4th shade. This 4th shade is your choice, the shade of your choice, and it's a lip and a cheek. So we're going to come right here above our contour, and today I'm using a shade called Pop. I'm kind of doing the Mardi Gras thing because I live outside of New Orleans, and I'm also kind of doing the Valentine's Day thing. And who doesn't love red on Valentine's Day? There we go. After all, it is February, and as most of you know, it's my birthday month. I can remember years ago, it was like my birthday never got here. But when it did, we celebrated the whole month because we because we had Mardi Gras, we had Valentine's Day, and then my birthday. It was like boom, boom, boom. Or sometimes my birthday fell in between the two. Just, I loved growing up in New Orleans. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of pop on my lips. Look at this sweet red. Almost look like Taylor Swift, huh? Well, not really. Taylor Swift's grandmother. There you go. I love, love, love red. It may not love me, but I love, love, love red. Now, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. The way Instagram works, I'm not sure if I will see them, but I do go back and I'll get back to you, in a reasonable amount of time. Okay, that's it. This is Seint. These are the 4 shades that I use. You also need one brush. Here it is, and we're going to blend. Now, cream makeup needs to be set, so you can either set it with setting spray. I use Seint's setting spray, or you can use it with a setting powder after you blend. I also like to use Seint setting spray on my Perfector sponge before I put my makeup on as a primer. So I did that prior to coming on here because I like to give it a couple of minutes, about 5 minutes, to tacky up a little bit. Makeup sticks perfectly. Now, we're just going to squirt these brushes, give them a squirt. My brush is double-ended, so it's 2 for the price of 1. Okay, now we're going to blend. I am going to start at my jawline because I always do. And again, I am not blending the way that we were taught, which is just get started and get it done. We're going to strategically blend. So we're going right around this jawline, and then we're gently going to drag it down our neck. We want the shadow to stay there, and I'm trying to show you there. See how you can see the shadow, but it is not a distinct line. That's what you want, a soft blend. Now, we're going to come to the bearded area where my main shade is, and I'm just going to do this little ditty we call stippling. Stippling is gently tapping and spreading your makeup as you go. Now, I prefer, like I say, a damp brush to blend with. You can totally use a dry one. I just prefer and I like the way it spreads better if my brush is damp. And so that's why I spray the setting spray on. Plus, it takes care of, and again, that was white. So look, there's so little product on here because we're just pressing it into our face so it will wear like a second skin. Now, when you take the time to contour your nose, you want to just gently blend, not blend it out. That's the other thing with cream makeup. You can blend it out if you blend too much. So that's another thing. See how it's a soft blend? My nose still looks narrow. That's what you want. Now I'm going to flip my brush around to the domed end, and I'm just going to stipple around the eyes. There we go. Now right across the lids. I just like to do that just because. I don't know. That's me. And there we go. This part is blended. Now we're just going to continue tapping and blending up on the forehead. And once we come to this contour, what we're going to do is circle blend, gentle circle blend. You don't want to blend it out. You want there to be a little bit of a distinction. Go up into your hairline and then just marry the ends. See how I'm darker here? It makes my forehead not look quite as high. But yet every other, I haven't mixed it in with the main shade or with the brightener. That's where this is key. This makeup is so different. And it's scary. I was very intimidated when I ordered mine the first time and it came in. I was like, okay, I can't do this. Something else I ordered I'm not going to use. Use it, stick with it. It's well worth your time. Now, we're going to come to the cheeks. That's all we have left. And we're just going to stipple up and down this contour shade. I do it twice. I don't know why. I just do. Twice works for me. See how much softer the blend is than over here. little soft blend. Then I'm going to grab that contour and my lip and cheek and drag it up into my temple. There we go. Same thing over here. Get the sideburn out of the way. And then just tap it up into my temple. Notice how we didn't swipe and wipe and pull our skin. We tapped, especially around the eyes, because as you well know, that's the most tender skin that we have. And I did all of this, which I think, again, it's me, only a little bit better, with these 4 shades and this brush and some setting spray. What could be simpler? I can actually do this in 5 minutes or less. If I'm doing eyeshadow, give me 7 minutes or less and I can be out the door. How do you get started with Seint? How do you take advantage of this beautiful product? That's really simple. Not only do you get a great company, you get me. What could be better? I will walk you, I will hold your hand through this process. I'm a text away, I'm a video chat away. You get me to actually be able to do this. What could be better? But you need a color match to start. I was custom color matched by the lady that I bought from, and these were the shades. These 3 were the shades she recommended, and I chose a lip and cheek. It just doesn't get any easier. What I want you to do is go to a window in your home, face the window, look outside the window, pull your curtains back, your blinds up, let the natural light come in. Stand about a foot away from the window. I know, makeup free is scary as all get out, but hey, that's how I can see what your true shades are. And I also can see, and you can point out as well, what imperfections or whatever you might like to camouflage or color correct. I call it camouflaging because pretty much that's what it looks like. We're kind of painting like the hunters do. But I want you to look out that window, makeup free, look directly into your phone and shoot a selfie and send it to me. I will put, I think, Instagram, so it'll be down here. There's a number to request the link, and it's all there done for you. It's 100% free and no obligation whatsoever to buy. But if you do, you get me as well as this great makeup. I thank you so much for joining me today and for being patient with my internet. It's just sometimes just annoying. You have a wonderful Monday, and you be the reason someone smiles today. And I'll see you next time. Bye.